Hi guys, today we're going to discuss about the how to do business and what are the things we cannot do. Okay, because business and stock are more or less same. If you're buying a stock of a company, you should be knowing like which stock you're buying and what the company is doing before you start any business, or still you are in a business, you are doing a business. How you going to understand you are successful or not? Just making business, making money in a business is the definition you see as a business. What I'm sharing with you is first we're going to talk about the dash. If you see the dashboard of the network, where you see the person is going to have all the assets, okay, where cash in hand, then personal, then what are the he has saved for the retirement, and what are the investment he's doing, like in a stock, bond, mutual fund, anywhere. In cash, what are the things you have in a cash, and then what are the liabilities? If you see the liability side of it, you have credit card, you have a student loan, whatever the tax you have to pay. Second, what are the secure? You have automobile, you have these all the secure, but still it is not your okay. So you have mortgage, you have to pay for the mortgage. When you deduct everything, you will find there is net worth. Find it, but what is the liability? Like if you see the liability, the net worth is more than the liability. Okay, if it goes in other side, if the net worth is minus, then if you're doing a business, if you're taking money from the bank, again you're getting into the more into the debt. So you should want to not doing that. So if you're going to start a business, that the first thing is very important is that you should be knowing like this is a financial model. You don't have to do this kind of financial model. I'm just sharing with you. Suppose you want to start a business. So first you should make what are the what will my sale. So suppose if I take a small example of a computer. If you want to sell a computer, so what is the average price of the computer? The second is that anything you want to sell a biscuit. What is the average price of a biscuit? Then at what price you're going to sell? Is suppose you're going to sell 10,000 unit of of a computer, so you can multiply by suppose it's $100. So you have to multiply by that, you get $100,000. Then that is the revenue you have. You should be doing it monthly basis because your modeling should be doing in a monthly basis. You should be understanding this model in a monthly basis. Like what is the monthly cost? How much is the gross profit you are making? Then what is the employee expenditure? What is the sales and distribution going to happen? The employee, how much salary you're going to give? So if from your margin, you have to give the salary. Then you have a selling and distribution, operating. What are the operating expenses? Like you have to pay the electricity, you have to pay the rent, and all the stuff. Then finally you get a operating expenditure, you get a operating EBITDA. Then you have to deduct the depreciation because if you're office, you have a different like furniture is going to old. Then you have to deduct everything. Then you have got a profit. Then you have to pay the taxes, and in this way, so first, you should be very clear. Like in 12 months, I'm going to do. Or if you are in a business, or suppose same you buy with the stock. When what you say see a quarter report of a company. Every quarter, what the company is doing, what are the sales they're increasing or not. So same way, if you're doing business, your business also you have to keep in your mind. You have to do the same what the big companies are doing. Second is that if you see the financial statement, like the financial statement, you have to make this kind of financial for active for 10 years. One, I said you like you have to make for the monthly. It is your old business or new business. If you want to be big, if you're buying a stock, you have to do all this stuff. You have to read all the balance sheet, P&L, income statement, cash flow statement, and all the stuff. But for a layman, I'm just talking. If you're lame and you don't know anything, I want to sell this product, okay, and it cost $100 or it costs around 100 rupees, then you should be knowing what is the margin. So when you suppose you buy anything that $100 or 100 rupee and you sell it in 20% profit, you say 120. After getting you get 20 bucks, right? After that you have to pay the salary, then you have to pay the rent, then there's a depreciation, then you have to pay the bank interest of your money. Then finally you get your total expenditure, then you get earning before taxes, you have to pay the tax, then you get the earning, net earning. So this is the financial statement, income statement of any company. So first you have to make an income statement for 10 years. If you're new into the business, you make for 10 years. You see what is the margins and all. You have to make the assumption like this. I'm just telling you don't have to do everything in a computer. You do in a paper first, okay? Because you're going to set up a business, or you if you have a business, you take a 5 year data like this, and then 5 years more data you have to just add in on. Okay, fine. This year I have a revenue of $100,000. What are you expecting next year revenue? Like 10%, 20%. So there's a thumb rule. What is the industry is doing? If the industry is growing at 10%, suppose the automobile industry, and if it's growing at 8%, you cannot jump to sell in 50%. You have to be in that area only. The second part is that uh, balance sheet. You have to make your balance sheet. If you are new, then you have to make 10 years of balance sheet and just write, okay, this is my money, $100,000 I am putting, or suppose I am putting 10 lakh rupee, and then you taking a loan. Loan two type you can take. One is a secured loan, one unsecured loan. Secured loan, you'll go to the bank, you will give your house as a mortgage, and you take the loan, and you do business. And at that time, if you get failed, then it's a high chance that again you will be in a big trouble. So yeah, we are discussing like you have to make your balance sheet. Like if you're coming up with a new company, just make a 5 years, 10 years balance sheet. Like you have a cash, you have like suppose you give in the market 15 days credit. What will be the credit for 15 days a month sale? What will be your inventory? Then what will be the property? And then you have uh, then liabilities and all, like what's going to be a liability, shareholder equity. So in this way, you can make your in this way you can make your balance sheet, and then cash flow statement. The important part I'm going to share with you about the cash flow statements. Like suppose here, if you see the net earning, whatever the company is going to make your money, your company is going to make, then you have to add the depreciation less the changing the working capital, and then suppose if you don't know anything, okay, forget about that. If if you're making $12,000 and suppose before depreciation, okay, and let's just show you one thing. Suppose you after before depreciation, depreciation $19,500, okay. So I'm just taking $19,500, and then $15,000 you are like you're again buying a property equipments to run your factory or your anything that you're set up. So whatever money you make, even I'm talking about the Indian content context. Like whatever if you have a shop and you're selling every year you make suppose 10 lakh rupees, and 15 lakh you have to make a new investment to sustain that business. Then your free cash flow is there. There's no free cash flow. It's just looking like you're making around $100,000, and you have $200,000 is your again you have to buy a new machine. Then you're in a minus. So look for a company. Like if you buy a company also, there'll be a free cash flow. We call it an owner earning. If you are in India, and if you're doing if you're around the world anywhere, the thumb rule is business. Whatever you make money after deducting everything. Suppose if you're making any number of money, and then if you're making any number of money, and you have to like again you have to put that money back to your business to buy new machines, then when you're going to make money every year you have to put that money to the company. So in this way it's very simple, like you can do that. And the third and the most area of the tracking I'm just sharing with you, if for new business or old business, any product. See, the first is that your product should have that quality, what you're expecting in the market. If you want to be successful in the business, if you're running a business anywhere in the globe, this is a thumb rule to be a successful in the business. First, the quality of the product. How you want to make money? This is a tracker, business tracker I use, okay, to buy a company in a stock, to buy a stock and to run my own company. The first is the product. Any product. Suppose you are manufacturing a cloth, you're making a biscuit, you have a restaurant, anywhere. If you're buying Apple stock also, do the product have the quality? If you're buying a share, suppose you're putting $100,000 or you're putting 10 lakh rupees. The first question is the product. The first is product. Rest everything is there. If there's no product, then there's no company. The product have the quality. The product have that size. The product have that durability. So if your product, suppose if you have your product with all these, you don't have any complaint about the product. You start selling a product. You didn't get any complaint. Everybody's saying, "Oh, this is so great product." You have to put one. Okay, give one, because there's a five score and you're getting passed, you have to qualify 80. Okay, you have to got 80 to get, you have to pass it out. And then marketing, once your product is acceptable in the market, there's no complaint in the product. Okay, suppose I sit in a restaurant, I eating anything, and then I said, oh, the food is not good. So that is not a quality of product. Okay, if you're buying, if your product, if you're manufacturing a mobile phone, is if it's not durable with the customer, there's no product. So, and the second is that marketing. When your product is acceptable with the market, then you have to do marketing. Which area you're going to sell it? You have to put the marketing. And if you start putting which area you're going to sell, what are you doing with the marketing? You have a different source of marketing. What kind of marketing? TV, digital, BTL marketing. You're meeting customers. You're doing expo and all this stuff. So it should be very clear. First product, then marketing. Suppose if I have a good marketing, I put one. Price. I'm giving zero. I'll just show you why. Price. Suppose your product, you're coming with a new product, or you have already have a product. Suppose you have any product like, suppose you are making a chair. Okay. So, so you have a good product. You are in the market, but price, because there is a competition in the market, and there are lots of companies are there selling the same product like chair. Then what about your price? Suppose if the chair costs $100, suppose in India is 1,000 rupees, and same way, the co-company will have the same quality, same marketing they're doing, and they're selling at around $990. So why your product will be there in the market? So it's a price. So once you have a quality, you have a marketing, digital market, any marketing, then you have a price. Your price should be competitive in the nature. It's not like that you have a special price, and then due to your price, your product is not able to sell in the market. So you have to do the survey of your price. If you are selling your product and if there is a complaint from your dealer end or your customer, their price is too expensive, we cannot afford, but the other company is selling, then I'm giving it zero, because you're not qualified due to your price expectation. Once the price is being defined, then you send your product to the customer end. Okay, suppose the restaurant, I go and eat the food. Okay, then I'm satisfied with the delivery. What you have, my expectation has been fulfilled. I give one. Okay, because I have paid that price, and then what I was expecting the delivery. Suppose if I do a mattress online shopping, and I got a deliver of the matter in the very wrong condition. Okay, it's been scratches. The delivery process is very bad. Then I give it zero, because once I get a knowledge from the customer that there is a issue with the delivery, the delivery partner is not giving a proper response, and there is an issue with the transit and the time of delivery. Suppose I got buy product and the delivery is within 7 days, and it is getting 10, 12 days. Then there is a complaint. You're not giving that expectation that to the customer. Okay. Suppose it is a hotel and somebody is staying in a hotel, and then you're not giving that expectation delivered to the customer. Okay. So if they're giving right one, revenue, overall your target is defined by, if you do that's 4 points above. Okay. So if revenue, if you have a target, suppose this month I have to achieve a revenue target of $100,000 and 10,000 units. Okay, and in India, suppose if I talk about India, suppose I have to sell my, I have a target of 10 lakh rupees with 10,000 units. So you will going to achieve only when this target. This is the last part, because see, don't run for money. Okay, money will come. First, you have to do 4 points. Okay, if you deliver, you do everything your homework. Money is there for you. It's going to run with you. Okay, you have to make it special to the customer. Quality, where you are selling, you should be very clear. What is the price should be very clear. It should be accepted by the customer. And what kind of delivery, customer is satisfied from your delivery process. It is beyond expectation you're given. Fourth is the revenue. Forget about revenue will come. First you do four, it will come. So if you're setting up a new business, you should be very clear about in a new business. Suppose if you give the point, you make your own Excel sheet. Suppose if I give one. So in all area, my company is doing good. I just got 100. So I'm just really very nice in a score. Suppose my product is not up to the mark. There is a problem with the product. Okay. Marketing is doing good, but the price and what I'm charging is customer is not accepting that price. And then I got 60. I failed it. I supposed to get five, but I got three. To get five out of five, you product, call it everything very important. It suppose you have one part, you have an issue like you're not achieving your target, still you're doing everything, you got 80. Means that tomorrow is going to be more beautiful than today. Okay. So I think that is my message to all the people who you want to set up a new business, and you want to, if you're running a business, this is a checklist I'm sharing with you, and this is a global checklist. All the company across the globe, it could be $100 billion company, or it could be a 100,000 dollar company, or it could be 10 lakh, or it could be 100 lakh. All have to working in this only mode. This is the only mode they are they are, they are, this is a principle they are following. If you follow this principle, I'm very much sure you can see the transparency in the business, and you have a scorecard. Every month there is a scorecard. You were able to understand what is happening in your business. Well, thank you for watching my video. I hope this, my thought, why people fail in the business and why other people are successful. So these are 5 points. Please do that. Okay. And then let me know, like after 3, 4, 6 months, I'm sure you're gonna increase your sale more than 50% if you do all this checklist. And if you buy a stock also, any company, it could be Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, any company does that. Check this 5 points. If the company is good in this 5 point, definitely then your stock price is going to be up. So, well, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I hope this is going to be really helpful for you. And all the best. Thank you. Do subscribe.